everyone. It's 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. Thank you for joining us. I am Janet Hill, the Chief Operating Officer at the Rock Island County Health Department. Today, we are joined by Nita Ludwig, the Administrator of the Rock Island County Health Department, and Ed Rippers, the Director of the Scott County Health Department. They do not have prepared statements today, but we ask you direct your questions to the person you are addressing in the chat box. The question and answer section will be moderated by Brooke Barnes of the Scott County Health Department. Nita, please start us off with reporting Rock Island County's case updates.
Sure. So today the Rock Island County Health Department is reporting 10 new COVID-19 cases, bringing the total cases to 160 for Rock Island County. 7 of those previously announced patients remain hospitalized. All of the 10 cases reported today are isolating at home. We do encourage all Quad Cityans to help us by social distancing and staying at home as much as possible, keeping at least 6 feet between you and anyone else, washing your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, and using hand sanitizer when hand washing is not available, covering coughs and sneezes with a tissue or into your elbow, and staying home when you are ill. Thank you.
In Scott County today, we have 6 additional cases with 1 hospitalized for a total of 124. The governor also reported the death of a second Scott County resident due to COVID-19. We'd like to express our heartfelt sympathy to the individual's family and friends. This is a great loss for our entire community.
Okay, thank you both Ed and Nita. We'll go ahead and go to the chat, so please type in any questions that you have and we'll go through them before we end for today. First question, could you please tell us if there is a new requirement to take the temperature of healthcare workers before they go to work?
In Iowa, the governor's most recent proclamation or update to the disaster declaration required certain healthcare facilities to screen their employees on arrival.
Nita, do you know the case for Illinois, for Rock Island County?
I do think most healthcare facilities are starting to take temperatures as people come into work, and the guidance from the CDC does state, if there is a known contact with a positive case, that should be the practice.
Okay, for WVIK, when it said which facilities, we're doing a little bit to see if we can get some information on that for you that's more specific. So we'll be typing that into the chat. Thank you. Are you expecting deaths to rise significantly this week? Ed, have you heard anything from what the state health department is saying in terms of the peak and what that means for hospitalizations and possible deaths that they are anticipating may result?
The site that I looked at just before I came in was the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluations. It says that the Iowa's peak now will be on May 5th, and the deaths per day in the state of Iowa total on May 6th at 22. But as we know, all models are based on assumptions, and they're only as good as your assumption. I note that the copy of the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation projection that WVIK posted yesterday shows that the peak would be April 30th. It shifted to May 5th and the time that's been up.
Thank you. Can you tell us anything about the Scott County fatality, age, sex?
It was an older adult, 81 years or older.
Thank you, Ed. Louisa County has an outbreak at the Tyson food plant with 86 new confirmed cases today. Do you have any clusters at businesses in the Quad Cities area that are being monitored?
We don't know of any Scott County residents that was in that cluster.
Any other businesses that have any types of clusters that are happening there, any outbreaks at businesses?
None of which we're aware.
Nita, do you want to respond to that for any businesses on the Rock Island side?
Yeah, I would just echo that, none that we are aware of at this time.
Okay, please type in any additional questions before we end. Okay, the next question, do you have the number of recoveries? For Scott County, that will be information that the Health Department is putting out now at this time. The bulk of our cases have been those that are recovered and no longer needing to be followed up by public health. So that information, when their site is up and running again with some additional detailed information, will be available on there. Do you have the number of recoveries for Rock Island County at this point, Nita?
I do not. Well, we certainly know there are people that are dropping off our list, and certainly they have recovered. That is not a number that we're tracking in Illinois at this time.
And looks like we have no additional questions. WVIK will follow up with your question on the facilities that are receiving the guidance to do the temperature checking. So we will be connecting with you on that. Thank you all for joining us today, and we look forward to speaking with you again later this week. Have a good day.